The halfway mark Cramer maps where the top S&P and Dow stock Monday kicked off the start of the end of the year. Now that the calendar has turned past the halfway mark of 2019, CNBC's reviewed the top 5 performers on both the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the broader S&P 500 indexes and projected where those stocks are headed. When Microsoft's shares ran up nearly 32% in the first half of 2019. Cramer called it the Microsoft's. American Express has risen right behind Visa with about a 29% increase. Cramer said it's a if. Disney's stock jumped nearly 27% in the first half, powered by its recently announced plans to roll out streaming services that CEO Bob Iger has said will pay off in 2024. Cramer said it's Disney. Cisco is up 26% in the first 6 months of 2019. CEO Chuck I. While Coty and Xerox have been the top performers on the index, Cramer put the two stocks to the side for his rankings. Coty just received a huge write-down, he said, and Xerox should never have been down as much as it was in the fourth quarter. Cramer crowned Chipotle the best performer on the S&P, with the stock growing 68% so far in 2019. He called it a spectacle. Advanced Micro Devices rallied 64% during the same period. Cramer applauded in. Shares of Cadence Design have risen 62% in 2019. The host said, Cramer Fave MSCI, which sells services to institutional investors, rallied nearly 62% in the first 6 months of 2019. It's a play on the that's. Cramer said Hess, which has climbed 57%, is likely up after speculation that it's a takeover target like Anadarko. Disclaimer: Cramer's charitable trust owns shares of Cisco and Microsoft. Questions for Cramer? Call Cramer 1.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.